Now, people who rule. This is speaking of YouTube. You mentioned you got your own YouTube channel. This is something you made a video for. It's pretty hilarious, but there's a little meat to it, especially in this day and age where, well, in every day and age where leaders are not above suspicion.
Right.
Have you heard from any world leaders or any potentates?
No potentates have dropped off the mailing list so far.
Great.
I think we're good with that. I can't really honestly remember. I was thinking, I saw this thing this morning on TV on Exile on Main Street.
The Rolling Stones.
And they were interviewing them, and they were like, we don't remember. Like, I bet you don't. So this one I don't really remember writing. Certainly I had an idea for it. The video was it was the first video that I made, me and Mick Harrison.
Shot out by a dumpster in Fort Sanders, I believe?
Yeah, that's when I had, about this time last year, I always sort of rent a writing room in the summer when the students are going. You can find a one-bedroom apartment pretty cheap in town, and rented a place. And yeah, it was, what is that alley that runs through there? God, I used to live right on.
Do they have names for the alleys in Fort Sanders?
Yeah, it has an alley. It has a street name, right there on 14th Laurel.
Oh, Regurgitation Alley. That's the one. Oh, you just lost another fan. He was sick anyway.
Take a left on Upchuck. Anyway, so yeah, we shot it back there, and actually the sound was from Johnny Right Wing's car with his car doors open, with the song playing. That was all done.
Yeah.
In one take.
But that video's, there was a period like when you and I were cutting our teeth, so to speak, where videos were all expensive and crazy, 50 grand, 150 grand, $1 million videos out there. Mm-hmm. And now I see this trend where they got more soul, and that one to me, that video's just got a lot of soul to it.
Well, I think records used to be that way too, when kids got excited and were able to hear themselves back, that the first time you ever started recording, or if you did that, or I did it, even on a tape deck in your room, the first time you heard that back, I think that at least the analog tape picks that up.
Yes.
Ever since we crawled out of the slime, or were made people by the divine, before the Irish made Irish stew, we've had to watch out for the people who rule. Presidents, kings, czars, and potentates, Ivan the Terrible and Catherine the Great, Napoleon, Genghis, Ramses I and II. We always remember those people who rule. The history of mankind is brutish and short, but evident truths should stand up in court. Whether your state is red or it's blue, always be wary of the people who rule. It's just an opinion, but for what it's worth, someday the meek shall inherit the earth. Then we'll have to worry about the meek too. There's something with power and those people who rule.
But funny thing about that song is I certainly wrote that during the former administration, and I would like to think of like Will Rogers. Like, I think it just applies to any
any age.
Any of it, because bureaucracy is bureaucracy, and as big as that gets is going to be as worse for this country anyway.